I am tired of living through historical events that are going to shape the rest of our future, but here we go again. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, just signed into law that he is going to legalize Bitcoin and crypto mining in Russia. Now, long term, this is amazing for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is going to be trading in the hundreds of thousands of dollars within a decade. And that's great, but you see, the thing is that's only going to be great for the people that are allowed to buy, sell, trade, or have self-custody in crypto. It was announced today, or reported today, that Vice President Harris is considering Wally Adeyemo for the Treasury Secretary position. Yeah, the Deputy Secretary who called digital asset firms a clear and present danger for national security. This guy, first policy would be to pursue even more sanction tools targeted towards actors in the digital asset ecosystem now, calling on Congress to create a secondary sanction regime that will not only cut off a firm from the United States financial system, but will also expose any firm that continues to do business with the sanctioned entity to being cut off from the United States financial system. By the way, this is already happening today. Well, this was yesterday. The Fed confirmed that Operation Choke Point 2.0 remained in full swing. Are you that think Harris is going to be crypto friendly? So to educate all of the crypto content creators that are somehow advocating for Harris, the punchline of this enforcement action is that the customer's bank must now give the Fed 30 days of advance notice prior to entering into any new banking relation with a crypto company. Bitcoin and crypto companies in the United States are continuously being debanked, because the current status quo, which is only going to get worse, not only wants more sanctioning tools, but regulate the hell out of dollar-backed stablecoin providers. They want a central bank digital currency, and they want to regulate every single on-ramp and off-ramp that it takes to get into crypto. They're going to eliminate self-custody, and they're going to force you to have custody with a bank that only is approved to by the Fed and the government themselves. The entire ethos of Bitcoin was to focus on deregulation, and there are crypto and Web3 content creators you should all be screaming at that are trying to defend this party. We are going to lose crypto innovation inside of the United States. Because this, Putin making Bitcoin and crypto mining legal in Russia, is to directly avoid sanctions. Now, again, this is bullish for Bitcoin long-term because the government can't shut it down in the United States. It's not how a decentralized currency works. You can mine Bitcoin anywhere. It's decentralized globally, geographically, etc., yada, yada, yada. What's bad about this is they have an immense amount of free energy. I mean, really, really, really cheap energy. They are going to be able to mine more Bitcoin than ever, and it's only going to become a domino effect for Iran and North Korea and China and all of these other countries to start sidestepping the United States sanctions, which means the United States is going to try to, and this party, because they don't understand crypto whatsoever for whatever freaking reason, they can't get it out of their head, they are going to enforce more sanctions, which is going to force these people to just allocate more resources to Bitcoin. Again, long-term, that's bullish. Short-term, this guy is going to want to monitor every single transaction that you ever interact with. They are going to evade almost every right of privacy that you have. They are going to advocate for a central bank digital currency. And for you kumquats out there that think that is a good thing, central bank digital currencies will allow the government to literally program their money. They could say, you know what, here's a government stimulus check, but you can only invest it or buy, organic groceries with it, or it's going to expire and you have to spend it on the tech sector, in 90 days. They can do whatever they want, freeze your assets whenever you want, track it whenever you want. You have no privacy and there's no freedom. Your freedom is gone. If you're against Gary Gensler, this is very simple, guys. This is so simple. The Democratic Party ain't shifting, guys. If they were going to show any progression towards progressive crypto policy, well, guess what? They could fire Gary Gensler. They can get rid of their stupid unrealized capital gains tax that they want to add on. They could stop the SEC show trials. They could free Roman Storm. They could free Ross Ulbricht. They could do so many different things. But you know what they keep doing? They keep just trying to regulate the industry more and more. By the way, there's so many other things this is going to factor into. I mean, this is a digital Cold War. This can cause people to stop relying on the U.S. dollar, evade U.S. sanctions, cause other, groups that wouldn't have once allied to start allying up against each other. There's a lot of things at stake here in terms of global commerce and geopolitical tensions that this is going to cause. And now the Democratic Party is going to call this, Elizabeth Warren, I'm calling it right now. She's going to use this to propagate that, of course, that Bitcoin is a threat against national security. And they are going to, again, try to regulate the entire industry in a way that is going to make us look like the United Kingdom.